design? How would I know this is a hair?
It is your problem because you brought this item back to me.
Ooh. So for any of you who have worked in retail, don't you hate it when someone comes back and they want to exchange an item and then it's so clearly used or it's not even the right item?
Yes, there's a lot of people like that. But I am low-key guilty.
Oh.
Oh, okay. We cannot meet in real life.
When I was a kid at WhErE's, there was a mom like hassling one of the, I want to say teller, but they're not called tellers, cashier, about returning a Barbie because she cut the hair thinking that it was the plastic to cut the Barbie out of the box.
Oh, that's
And
such
she's
a
like,
lie. Oh, no.
yeah, and she's like, this is such bad design. How would I know this is a hair? I need a refund because they should have made the packaging better. But it's like, I feel so bad for the person that's probably working part-time there being I have nothing to do with this packaging.
Like, your brain was bad design.
And the little girl is like next to this Karen, and I feel really bad. Like, will she grow up a Karen?
No. See, that's the thing. I don't understand why people complain. Because, like, half the time, the people they're complaining to, they're not paid enough to care.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, unfortunately I'm paid enough to care, so I have to care. There was a situation where I had to deal with a customer. So she brought back a wool dress, and she told me that this item has never been like opened, like it was never removed from the bag, is what she meant to say. But it's covered in cat hair, like completely covered. Maybe not cat, maybe a dog, but either or, it's an absurd amount of animal hair.
Shake my head.
Yes. And then she's like, oh yeah, no, I never like opened the bag and it just didn't look good. I'm like, okay, well, if it didn't look good, then you clearly put this item on at one point.
Yep.
Otherwise,
It's like, I didn't take it out of the box, but when I wore it, it looked really bad on me.
right? So the thing is that part of my job is that unfortunately I can't make people look stupid because that's not part of custom.
Oh, but that's fun. I like doing that.
Yeah, but I can't because I know. So I have to try to see the best I can in the customer side of things.
If it was me in that situation, 100% I'd be like, oh yes, the wool sweater happened to grow dander inside the package. It happens all the time. It's organic fur. That's why it's so expensive.
Jeez. No, but just because we are also, like, for this item, we don't want to put it back on the shelf because, you know, for people who do have cat allergy, whoever had cat or dog allergy, it's a huge liability for us to resell this item.
So what do you do with it then?
Well, first of all, I just told her straight up I can't take it back because, you know, this is a hazard for us, for, you know, other customers who may have severe cat allergies.
Right.
And then she had the audacity to go like, well, that's not my problem.
Wow.
Like, well, clearly it is your problem because you brought this item back to me, saying you want a refund, but it's covered in animal fur. So I don't know about you, but it is your problem because I'm saying no.
Man, such selfish people.
Yeah, I didn't say it that way. I just put it in a nicer way. That led to the exact same result. You know.
One time, this person came and said the product wasn't the right product. Okay, so she came back and wanted to exchange it to a different size. Well, right away I noticed the box was obviously open because there's a tab that she pulled through the hole in the top, and it was and it's never pulled through the top even as it comes, right? So then it's clear that she made the effort to make it look like it was unopened. I came over because my manager asked me to check it to see if everything's okay before we even take it back, because normally we don't even have exchanges or returns, but we just did it anyway because we didn't want the extra hassle of her. So I took the box and now I'm like, okay, I already know it's open, but you know, just to humor you, give you the benefit of the doubt, I open the box and I pull out the item, okay? And it is completely worn. Okay, so just to give you some context, it's made of silicone and it was completely yellow. Like, that's what happens when silicone ages, right? So obviously it was fully used. This person has always been a small, right? And then she wanted a medium out of nowhere. And you know what's funny is that the product inside the box wasn't even the same product on the image of the box. She literally tried to scam us.
Oh, she swapped it.
Yeah. She tried to get a new item by giving us an old one that wasn't even the same as the one in the box. And she had the audacity to tell me that I was the one that gave it to her? No way. No way. That doesn't fly.
Ah, yeah. I did that one time. I actually caught somebody trying to steal. Yeah. So, like, all the product has these RFID tags. The barcode has a certain number. The RFID chip itself is all unique.
Oh?
So, if the item, for example, let's say it's sold, the chip will read itself as sold or in store. But this is not disclosed to customers. So we had a teenager who kind of like came to the store.
Yeah.
He brought his receipt and then he took an item off the shelf and he found it that matches the barcode.
Oh, smart.
And he wanted to go up to the front desk to make a return. But the thing is that our system, because we use the RFID system, when we scan it, it says this item was not sold. So this will pop up. And then we go like, oh, interesting. And this, sorry, give us a moment. Let me go speak to my manager. So
drop the band hammer. Press charges.
Yeah. So what we did is I went to the camera and then we kind of tracked his entry and we saw him literally picking the item out. So we're like, okay, I see what you're doing here. So I had to go up to this guy and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this in 2 ways. Okay. So I know what you're doing. I know this item wasn't bought from you. I already saw from the camera a reaction, so you have 2 choices. Alright? You are considered banned from the store, you can leave. Or if you want to fight me on this, I will call the police.
Oh.
Right?
The police card.
Obviously he chose the first option, he just left the store. But
loser.
Yeah, apparently my hire manager was like, you should have just called the police. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want it to ruin his life. He is a kid.
He made his decision.
He did make his decision. He's not a kid. He's like in his, I think he was in his 20s.
That's
but
not a kid.
Well,
like these people, they won't learn until they get punished. But I feel like if they get punished, they still won't learn.
Yeah, that's what's sad, huh?
Probably. You're right.
But yo, that I can already imagine the scene. Like, you probably felt pretty badass like confronting him. It's like, I know your secret, buddy. I know what you did.
We ain't stupid. But I think he was scared. I can tell. You saw him when I say, I know what you're doing.
You pitied him.
Scared. Yeah, I have a soft spot. Okay. But
scared if I was caught red-handed.
Right?
I can't lie.
He didn't even fight me. He just kind of go like, I'm sorry, and he just left.
You know what? You would probably have to deal with more paperwork if you did call the police, right?
I probably, yeah.
Because there's this one time where someone stole my winter coat, and then the cops came, and then he wanted to take my statement, right? And he was so precise, and he had to specifically say, I don't know, I'm not a cop. I don't know if you guys know anyone that's a cop, but he had to make sure that he got every single word written on his sheet, on his little notepad, and he wrote so slowly. And then it was just like, he was like, okay, so from the beginning, tell me exactly what happened. I'm like, okay, so I was over here by the door. He's like, okay, hold on, give me a second. So I was over here by this door. Like, really?
Oh, it's actually considered as your verbal statement. And then
they will.
In case it goes to court. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But it was also just a random guy that came in and took my coat. Like, it's not like someone died, right? I don't know. But anyway, my point is that you probably would have had to deal with a lot more if you did call the police.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
In a way, it's better to resolve things without the police, because once the police report has been issued, you'll be stuck with it until it closes.
Yeah, and I wasn't really to feel the guilty conscience of, ruining this kid's life.
Kid tried to steal, he's a rogue!
I know, well, you know what? I just gave him a chance, and whether or not he decides to do what to do with that chance is on him.
You know what? Good for you, man.
For you. A changed man.
Yeah, I hope that he actually... Man. If by some chance he's watching this, I hope you learned from that experience. Don't try to steal. Where's my finger? No more stealing. So, I'm guessing that you would be in the camp of calling the police regardless, right?
I wouldn't say I would be in the camp of. I guess it's like depends on how bad the situation was, how expensive the item is. Did it look like their first time, or if they're a seasoned veteran? You know, those kind of things.
Oh yeah, did he look like a pro? That's clever.
He
That's
is not pro, but I want to overshare a little bit. This literally just happened 2 days ago. There was a seasoned pro 2 days ago. There was a mother with a stroller. She came in and she has an iPhone 13 and she put it into one of the pockets of her stroller. But little did she know, apparently there was someone tailing her from a previous store. And she kind of had suspicion from what she told us. She kind of had suspicion that this person was following her, but she didn't pay too much mind to it. So from what we saw when she reported that it was missing, that this person, when the mother was not looking, they were really quick on camera. They just kind of plucked it up so quickly. They just snatched the phone and just literally walked through the next aisle. Whoa. And the mother didn't even realize it was gone until like 5 minutes after. Because that's when she started patting herself down and started checking around. And then immediately that person who took the phone, she went through her backpack and she started changing in one of the aisles. Like she brought changes of clothes. She tied her hair back, she swapped her jacket, and then she just walked right out the store, passing the mother.
Oh, so I was confused. I thought the mother was the thief.
Oh no! The mother was the victim. So I lost her iPhone 13.
Wow.
Like she was prepared. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
Yo, that really boils my blood, man. Like, why do people gotta steal things from other people? Just, get a job, get your own stuff.
iPhone 13 though.
Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos similar to this one. And while you're at it, let us know down in the comments what your worst retail experience was like. We'd love to share in the pain. And, as always, if you want to see more of Berniesaur and Shuruko, give them a follow on their socials linked in the description below. And don't forget to tell them that I sent you. I also have a Discord server now, so if you want to join in on the conversation, the link is in the description below. And for those of you who enjoy watching my content and wish to support the creation of more videos financially, you can find my Ko-fi link in the description below too. Every bit counts and would be much appreciated. So, until next time. Peace!
Bye!